we are an Indian company, by the way, just to be clear. Our humble journey began back in 2015. That's where we started our journey. We started from Gurgaon in auto sector and used car in particular. Our vision or idea was to simplifying used car buying, selling, and financing journey. What we realized that in India, how our parents used to buy and sell car, the generation before and before, we realized that we still, everyone still buy and sell car in still the same way, the good old ways, calling friends, family, mechanic, right? Going to a traditional dealership and trying to sell a car or buy a car. If you must have noticed, so much of technology development has happened in last 10 to 15 years, right? Flipkart, Amazon, Uber, Myntra, Zomato, so many technology players have changed the way we shop, changed the way we, discover everything online. And it has really, simplified how the shopping experience happens. And we felt that in auto, especially in the used car, there is not much technology placed there. We're still happening completely in an offline manner. Still, you go to the mechanic dealership and negotiate for the price or check the the quality of the car, everything on your own. So journey was very, very tedious, cumbersome, and very difficult. Now another point, when you start a startup, you want to know what is the size, where this category or business will be in next 10 year, 20 year, 30 year, because that's how long we all want to be in if you want to create a very, very large company. So in India, 3 out of 100 people own a car. So car penetration in India stands at 3%. As all of you must already be knowing, India is second largest developing nation in entire world, and our GDP is growing very fast, and we are right now currently at the inflection point. If you compare, we call it car per capita, how many users are own, how much of population is owning a car. If we compare ourselves, the 3 out of 100, 3% to China. China has around 18%. So 18 people out of 100 population in China owns a car. In US, the developed nation, right? So what this means is that India has long journey to go. Currently, we stands at 3%, right? China stands at 18%, and US stands at 80%. So what this means is in next decades to come, India has got a huge headroom to grow. Now, as players like us, we have to figure it out how much of market that we want to capture. So going back to 2015, we started our journey realizing that this auto category has a huge potential. In India, not many people have changed the way consumer buy and sell a car, meaning technology has not really played a role till then, and we entered into this category. We wanted to solve for supply and demand both. What I mean by supply means like customers like you who wants to sell a car. If you own a car, after a few years you want to upgrade, you want to sell your car, right? And reason why I wanted to solve for the supply first, because if you want to build a large company, like if you see Walmart, if you see Amazon, if you see any large company, supply chain, having big control on supply chain is very, very important and critical for any company to grow, internationally or nationally both. So we felt that we need to really solve for the supply first, and we need to really solve for what customers who are car sellers, when they're looking to sell a car, they need 3 things. First thing, they want the best resale value of the car. You have kept your car in a mint condition, you are taking care of it, you have a lot of memories with it. You want to make sure that you get the best value out of it. That's number 1. Number 2 is convenience. Is that you don't want to speak to hundreds of people and negotiate on the price and just go through that painful journey of trying to become a salesman of your own car, right? You want convenience, and you want to also get it done faster as well. You don't want to take weeks or months to sell your car. So second point is convenience, and the third point is safety. Meaning, if you are selling a car, you want to make sure money comes to your account, right? There are no frauds out there. As you know, many times people get cheated when they are buying and selling any used goods. So you want to make sure that safety of my transaction happens. Alongside, the most important thing is the RC transfer. As you know, ownership transfer is very, very important. That your car liability stays on you if the ownership doesn't get transferred. You may sell the car, but if the buyer has not done the ownership transfer, then the liability remains on the original seller. So that's how we started our business. We scaled very quickly from Gurgaon. We spread our wings to Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. We launched Tamil Nadu back in September 2017, and we continue to scale across India. Currently, we are present in roughly 150 cities. So that's a one side story of how did we solve for supply. And currently, we hold a close to 5% market share when it comes to how many cars we transact, in pan India. Now, second thing, now you talk about how do we solve for customers who are looking to buy a car, right? When you are looking to buy a used car, what happens? First of all, you don't want to buy because there's so much of troubles that you can imagine when you're buying a used car. What if you end up buying a lemon? What I mean by lemon is if you buy something and the car has some got accidental history, car has engine has got some problem or anything that can get wrong, and the car is not of the good quality, you end up spending lot of money on the car just to keep it running. So everybody was too scared of buying a used car back in the days. We realized that if we want to make buying a used car experience as good as buying a new car, basically we wanted to make sure that a customer feels as comfortable, as confident in transacting buying used car just like they are buying a new car. To do that, to achieve that, we had to solve for roughly 4 things, and those 4 things are very important for consumers. Number 1, like I said, quality of car. The quality of car has to be just like new car, where while you are driving it, you know that this car will not get me stuck on the road while I'm on the highway, right? So quality of car is number 1 priority. Number 2 is the financing. You are buying a car, right? You are buying a car, and if you don't have money, then ultimately you can't buy. You have to continue riding your 2-wheeler. So we had to solve for financing as well. And on financing, I want to give a very important data point that we'll discuss later as well. Like in India, used car financing, the penetration means 15 out of 100 cars, 15 out of 100 cars that get sold has loan on it. While a new car, the same number is 80%, 80. Means banks are not financing used cars. If banks are not financing used cars, customers will not buy a used car, right? So we knew that we need to solve for financing as well. So that's number 2. Number three is the selection. Selection means when you go and buy a new car, you can buy any make, model, variant, color of your choice, right? And your location where you want it. It's pretty much going to a shop and buying it. But when you are buying a used car, you are limited by the choices that are available around you. You will go to the nearby dealership, or you will ask around in your friends and family network and see which car they have for you to see. It's not what you want, it's about what they can offer you. So what we wanted to make sure that you got thousands of options. Like customers should see plenty of options within their budget, within their preference, of which they can pick and choose which car suits their needs. So third point is selection. Now the fourth point, which is very important in new car as well as used car, is post-sale support. You want ultimately, car is a more than 30,000 moving parts in a car, and anything that can go, small snag, small problem can happen. If that happens, is the brand is able to take care of it or not? Do I get enough post-sale support? Which anything, if I have questions or concern about the car, the brand should be able to stand by it. Another, over there on the post-sale, we really So warranty, like every OEM offers, right? We went over and above. We also offered 7-day free return to customer. What do I mean by that is, let's say if you have bought a car from us, if Nilesh has bought a car from CARS24, and within 7 days, if he feels that his family didn't like the car as much as he did, and he said, okay, if my family didn't like the car, can I return the car? Yes, he can. So this is a industry first, most customer friendly benefit that we felt is needed in purchase in the journey of buying a used car. And that's the kind of industry first benefits that we provide to the customers, which has helped us grow. We are into our existence of 8 years, so here we are. Now, of course, the journey has a lot of ups and downs, but few things that stand out about us, which has really helped us scale so fast in India and outside India as well. The first thing what we did, like I said, financing. If you remember, I just took an example of new car get almost 80% new car get financed, while in the used car the same number is 15%. We got the NBFC license, so we applied, and CARS24 was the first auto company that got the NBFC license back in 2019, which enabled us to really finance this ecosystem. We understand the value of a car, we understand car buyers, we understand how the ownership transfer works, we understand the value of car, how it appreciates. So we were really able to predict the risk very much precisely as compared to traditional banks. Now, to give you one figure, CARS24, when they said used car to customers, our financing penetration is more than 55%. Industry standard 15%, CARS24 financing penetration stands at 55%. Because we have expertise into the used car, as we are NBFC, we are able to finance each and every customer that is coming to us. That means 2 out of 3 customers is getting financing in the used car, as compared to 1 out of 7 customers outside. So this has never been done before, and it required a lot of efforts and a lot of technology at the back end to make it happen, as the entire journey is completely online. You can go to CARS24 app or website and opt in for financing, and each and every step is clearly laid out in our app and website. And our technology at the back end will be able to give you what interest rate, what EMI, what is the tenure that we can provide, and you get approval. You can get your status of your application right there on the product itself. So these are industry first solution that we brought out that has enabled the financing penetration to go high, and ultimately we are realizing Indians dream to own a car. Because if financing is not available, of course you will wait till the time you have enough cash with you, or you'll wait till anyone else give you the financing. But we are able to do it much faster, much earlier, and we are enabling enabling everyone's dream to own a car. That's another point which I talked about while buying a car. Quality is most important. We want to make sure that we are selling cars as good as new car. Now, how do you make it happen? It's not easy. Used cars comes with a lot of if and buts. So first, of course, we make sure that we shortlist cars that can be refurbished to the highest standards. Only those cars we select to finally sell it to the customers. Now, once we shortlist those cars, now what we do is we send those cars to a facility called MRL. Now, MRL is state-of-the-art refurbishment facility that's being created at the 7 big cities of India, and Chennai is one of them. Chennai was our first, basically, MRL launch. It's also covered by Discovery as well in their Mega Factory episode. So it's more than 120,000 square feet workshop in a way, in simple terms, where each and every car get refurbished with the technology and machinery and full automation and that help us to make sure there are no human errors in any of the work that we do on the car. And when those cars come out of the MRL and ready to sell to the customers, those are of highest standards possible, right? So there are many steps that we have taken to make sure that customer, when they are now buying and selling car, they see used car as in the same lens as they are seeing new car. So in a way, we are building a category that was, that was not looked at as much of a, confidence back in the days. Now people feel much more relaxed, and they want to buy a used car now because much better ROI. You can, when you buy a new car, after a few years, the car value depreciate to 40-50%. So you can buy a used car at much cheaper rate than the same car you would, when you buy a new. So we have changed the way consumer buy, sell, finance cars, and we are continue to do so. And Tamil Nadu being one of our, I would say, comes in the top 5 state in terms of business volume wise. We're just checking the numbers. We have done almost this H1 2023. We have done close to 222 crore of business. We have sold cars worth of 222 crore. As compared to last, half, like when I compare H1 2022 to H1 2023, we have grown 80%. And I think consumers loves hatchback here. Consumers, love Alto 800, i10, Swift, the other top, hatchback that's currently being loved by, people here. Chennai and Coimbatore, we have got more than 65% people end up taking financing in Coimbatore, while in Chennai, this number is 50%. These are some quick stats and figures that what I have. I think another interesting fact about Chennai is that there is 45% growth as compared to last year in terms of women applying for loan. So there are more and more women who are now buying cars and getting loan as well, and CARS24 is enabling that. Another important point which I want to highlight is that CARS24 is the only player currently offers the car on loan with the zero down payment. So you can literally come and if you are eligible for it, you can just buy the car without paying a single penny and buy the car completely on the EMI. So the zero down payment is another feature that we launched after studying consumers and after realizing that there are plenty of customers who are eligible for this feature, and we are the first one who introduced it in the market, and I'm sure a lot other players will follow now too. So the other quick introduction, history of CARS24, how we began, where we are, and some data point around Tamil Nadu and Chennai and Coimbatore. So I think I'm up for questions now, if any.
What's the growth you are expecting in Chennai and Tamil Nadu? How do you feel in the next few years?
Yeah.
From CARS24, I'm co-founder at CARS24. I'm here in Chennai today to announce how people from Tamil Nadu and Chennai are buying used cars in huge numbers. It's been 5 years since CARS24 have started business in Tamil Nadu and Chennai, and last H1 2022 to H1 2023 we have grown more than 80%. So it just shows the amount of the used car demand that is growing in Chennai and the larger Tamil Nadu. And I think it's primarily happening because of government push, where government is pushing a lot of infrastructure projects that is making roads much more wider, much more longer, and that infrastructure push is also developing the economy of Tamil Nadu and Chennai, and that is helping everyone to look for buying used car. We have sold close to 222 crore worth of used cars in last 6 months, and now we are entering into the festive season, and we expect it to further grow as we as we enter the second phase of 2023. What we realize that in Chennai, people like small hatchback cars. The top cars that are in demands are i10, Swift, and Alto 800. That is one of these three are the most selling cars that we have on our platform, and the cars that are being most loved by people from Tamil Nadu. We have so far we have done close to 17,000 bookings for the test drive, and the number of bookings those are coming, I'm very optimistic and excited on what lies ahead for the next 5 months. That are the going to be peak months, and given we are entering into the festive season now. One thing which we also realize and which we are going very heavily on is how can we can make used car more and more affordable for people of Tamil Nadu. We want to finance each and every car that we sell. Customers are hugely demanding that they need financing options when they are buying cars from Cars24, and Cars24 who is also have an NBFC. We are also financing used car as well on our platform. 3 out of 5 customers are currently availing financing options, and out of that you'll be surprised to know that as compared to last year to this year, the share of women opting for loan has increased by more than 45%. So all in all, it's a very good time right now to be in this category in the used car industry. Cars24, that is disrupting the way India buy used cars and buying, selling, financing, and whatnot. And we are very happy to be here, and very much excited for the times ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.